Hey Seekers, thank you so much for joining me. So, in the past couple of readings that I've been doing for the different zodiac signs for December, a couple of collective messages came through. So, I wanted to do a designated video specifically on those things. The first thing that came through in one of the readings, and it was in the Cancer sequel or on Patreon and Vimeo, so it's not on YouTube. That's why I want to do it here as well. Um, So there have been ancient souls that were reincarnating on Earth a long time ago, and they've moved on, meaning they didn't come back to the cycle of reincarnations on Earth. Their soul ventured on to other dimensions. I don't know. I didn't get any of that part. But what I did get is that this very meaningful group of souls is now reincarnating back to Earth to reincarnate as people. So these souls have not been on Earth for a while. Now, these souls are closer to godliness, to divinity, to angelic frequency. They're more in tuned with life force, not the talk of it, but the actuality of it. They're very magnanimous, they're very powerful, they're very um, catalysmic and poignant in their existence. They're both very spiritual, but also very ferocious. So they're not crystal children, right? It's not, um, think indigo children, but on steroids. Like, the combination of reading spirit, but also fighting through the world of matter in order to make room for spirit to play out. So those souls have been away by the majority, and now they're returning. Now, there are some of them that were still here, that are still here. There's some of you maybe that are watching, a few. Those that, you feel like that's who you are in essence, what I just described. And also, you felt like your entire life you've been searching for your soul family or soulmate, and you just have felt this bizarre feeling of being really alone here on this planet. Like, where's your tribe, right? Like your actual close circles that you can really connect with. Um, so, the few of you amongst these souls that were still here on Earth, um, I'm picking up that this is a time where you guys are meeting together, those of you that were still here. And then from a lot of these encounters, some of it is going to be very romantic in nature. And if you were to have children, then they will be the reincarnation of those ancient souls that are your soul family that you felt alone without for a very long time, possibly a few lifetimes that you felt alone and without them. Um, Anything else about this one before I move on to the next? So, and this could be that if you've recently had children and you feel like there's something about them that resembles what I'm describing. So that could be that they're coming back to Earth to take care of business. Because we seemingly surface level progressed spiritually and technologically, um, but many people, it has taken them away from empathy. The more we talk about empathy, it seems like the less we practice it. And then a different reading that I just tried to do to Aries, but it just went all collective. So I just figured I'll just mash all the messages here in this video for you guys organized. Is about the sixth Sphira in Kabbalah, in the Tree of Life, the sixth count. It's the realm of the heart. It's called Tiferet. Um, Maybe beauty is the right word for that count, for Tiferet, but it's actually more glorious than beauty. It's like glorious beauty, something like divine beauty. That's Tiferet. It's like mesmerizing. Um, And that's the portal that these souls are walking through, living through if they're here, those of you that are here, and those that will reincarnate back here will walk through. The reason the chakra of the heart, or the sixth sphira count, the sixth count in the tree of life, is right here in the center of this mechanism, it's because it is an integration of spirit and matter, of spiritual truth, but also active, aware, present existence and walk through life. And that includes having a clear moral compass, for example, or understanding that, yes, there are subjective truths, but there are also objective truths. A lot of really basic things have been lost in the past couple of generations. It's almost like the collective trauma has been so much that people coming, reincarnations of people from the past just can't handle anything because they've dealt with so much in their past lifetimes. Now they're just like acutely, like, I don't know, brain dead. Uh, not to make fun of, but that's just the experience, and it leads to a disaster. It leads to a massive descent. So these souls are coming in to reconnect with you. You guys will, those that are here, will reconnect with each other. So don't worry, your soul tribe is not just going to be like significantly younger people or babies. Um, you'll meet one another. Um, okay, that's about that. Now, another thing that came through in a different reading that I didn't post. I'm not going to post a reading that I some of these things came through at because it's just not relevant. I'm going to speak it here. I picked up on a massive amount of water coming through. I don't know how, is it a tsunami? Is it a storm? Is it um, a flood of some sort? I'm not sure about the details, but it's very Noah's Ark like archetype wise. It's very it's very intense, very dramatic, very cleansing, but it's painful. Um, I don't know where, when, how, but it's a part of this very intense, um, I want to say, intervention by spirit. You know, like when someone is so far off, maybe maybe they're an addict, maybe they're whatever, and then people form an intervention to kind of force them into rehab, etc. So that's what kind of spirit is doing with humanity now. Um, so it's waking up the ancient souls that are still here, bringing in the souls that were already like way past it somewhere else. It's going to be a hoot. It's going to be a renaissance of all the beauty and power of the past, minus the stupidity. So it's going to take about a decade or two to fully be, so that we could fully see the difference in our reality, in our culture, in our societies. The process is going to be interesting to say the least. Um, yeah, and may the force be with us. Okay, seekers, thank you. Let me know your thoughts in the comments if it resonates or rings a familiar bell. I'd love to read you. And thank you for tuning in. Stay magic, stay true. I love you.